Peace, everybody. It's your girl Wendy Zizzo, your boy Nappy
What the
Red,
hell just happened
and
here?
Kirk the Jerk.
Salute.
What happened, Jerk?
Yeah, why the hell I don't hear ya?
You
Oh,
don't
You
hear us.
know,
stupid was my
technical
my
difficulties.
headset.
It
My
happens
damn
sometimes.
headset. I
But
had my headset
listen,
rolled down.
this is live. I love it live. It's even better live. So, as I was saying, this is Awareness Academy 411. We here to, bring some news and alleged things, and more importantly, educational purposes only. Here to spread the good word and also give you a little something to, plant a couple seeds so that you yourself can, take and put into your garden and see what you do with your life. You know what I mean? So, we just here. It's another week. I'm grateful. Hello, guys. How y'all doing? How was your week?
Oh, pretty good.
It's going good. It's going good. We
Good
here.
week,
We
right?
breathing.
And
We
it's
living.
warmer. Oh my God, we're getting
Nah,
that
it's
heat
hot.
now.
It's hot and
I
humid.
like the heat though. It's easier to cool off than it is to warm up. Because once your toes are frozen, it's over.
Yo, I
yeah,
fried. I
Yeah,
fried
that's a
out there.
fact.
Yo, once your toes are frozen, like you, how long is it gonna take you to warm them back up? It's like you're literally meat in like a meat locker, in the freezer. When that meat, when that meat gets cold, take a minute to throw it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so there's so much things going on. There's so much stuff that we could talk about, and there's a few things I know we wanted to touch on. And one of the things that caught my attention was one of your sound offs, Red. And you was talking about the toxicity in relationships, and if anybody got anything to say about that, and I got a lot to say about that. Right. And I'm pretty sure we all got a lot to say about that because we've all had toxic ass relationships. So
exactly.
I was looking at your post, and it looked like it was about to go left with the homie. I know the homie too. He cool, man. The good brother just lost his wife not too long ago.
Oh yeah, when I said so my post, I put in a post. I said, hold on, I'm gonna read it exactly so I don't mess it up.
I was like, oh, but it didn't go. It didn't go left. It didn't.
Well, I'd like to mention a lot of these things because it opens up the conversation. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so the post was, until a man heals himself, he will be toxic to every woman who tries to love him. So before I say my two cents, I mean it's really jewels, but before I drop my jewels, what do y'all think about that? Do y'all feel like a man should heal, before he goes on to the next relationship, or could he also be causing problems in the relationship because he's not healed?
Maybe he need a woman to help him heal. Sometimes it could just be as simple as that. Sometimes we don't know, we don't have direction, and if you find the right woman, sometimes help put you in the right direction and also help you heal.
Well, you got to be open to that. Like,
that's
people
true.
have to want to change or be open to it. You know what I mean? Like, if you can try to help somebody that's like, I don't see no problem with the way I am. You know what I mean? Who are you to say that there's something wrong with me?
Yeah, I think you should have a by yourself meeting and see what's the problem is for yourself. Once you know the problem with yourself, then I guess you can, you know what I'm saying? You can sit there and decipher, okay, this is where I messed up at. This is what I'm doing wrong. And also go back to your previous relationships. If it's the same thing happening, it's not them, it's you.
Common denominator. Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I think instead of making this about bashing women, bashing men, it's more so of bringing awareness to the most important aspect of this entire issue, which is self-love. You know what I mean? Like, for some reason, this thing has been so taboo to learning how to love yourself, but not only should you sit with yourself and have those conversations, but sometimes you might be open to what someone is mentioning to you, or what is the point they're trying to get across, because we have blind spots. There's things about ourselves that we're not seeing. You know what I mean? That we don't know that's there and someone else is seeing it from the outside. And real quick, as a disclaimer, people have this idea about me because I have, you know, this knowledge and wisdom. One, my wisdom comes from lots and lots of pain and experiences. You know what I mean? But more importantly, there came a point in my journey where I learned that either I had to start seeing I'm the common denominator and basically just become self-aware and doing the necessary work and research and change and exercises and practices. Like, you know, this is over years. I mean, but there was a point where I decided to become self-aware and, more importantly, take responsibility, because that's the underlining thing to this whole thing is like people have to learn how to take responsibility for themselves and their part in a situation. You know what I mean? And it goes even further, like the responsibility in you creating it, you know, on another level. You know what I mean? But responsibility, I think, is people misconstrue that with blame or shame, and it's not about blame or shame. It's just objectively looking at the situation, right, and just saying, okay, this happened. Like instead, you know, the old saying, you know, crying over spilled milk, right? At the end of the day, you have to be like, okay, the milk was spilled. It don't matter how it happened at this particular moment. It's a matter of cleaning it up. And
that's
then
a fact.
Going back and looking at how that possibly happened so that it doesn't happen again. You know what I mean? So that's the responsibility aspect of it, is just looking at it for what it is. And now, like you said, Red, looking at the patterns. You know what I mean?
You know what we could look at too? Let's look at a little data statistics on black men and women, married and not married. Yeah, I thought it was just interesting. I just wanted to.
There's actually more single men right now than well, I won't say more than single women, but there's a lot of single men out there.
I was looking at this. It says, let me see. According to the U.S. Census Bureau America Community Survey 2021, this is in 2021, the black male population who consider themselves black alone and not combined with any other race in the United States was 20 million in 2021. Damn, it says this is 48% of the total black alone population compared to black females who make up 52% of the black population. God damn.
Numbers. But go ahead, Red. I'm sorry.
But I'm saying, but you also got to take into account it's a lot of black gay men too. So
but they take it, right? Or sometimes they consider themselves single. Like,
no,
have you noticed that?
They
be doing the most. I love them though, but they be doing the most.
But
ones that hear me know what I'm talking about.
But see, if you saying single men, they going by ladies. They not going by man on man. So if you look at it, it's a lot of men that's dealing with other men's, and you know they're not counting that.
Look at this.
That's my opinion.
Look at this right here. Look at this right here. Less than high school diplomas, 13% black men, and wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
High school graduates includes equivalency, 35%. It says some college, no degree, 22%. Social degree, 8%. Now the 8% as far as the education level of black men, because you know what it is, you got a lot of black brothers out there that you see on YouTube and social media. So you be like, oh, black men are doing good, but in all actuality, out of the whole entire race of black men, 8% associate degree, 14% with bachelors. That's kind of cool too.
Yeah, I mean, this education is one thing, but learning, I want to say, to be more grounded with yourself and learning to understand yourself, to me, is just as much of an important journey as going to college, if not the most important journey. Because like, and it ties back to what I was saying with self-love, but I see it in many layers. You know, I look at this as a many layered type of situation, from the way that our culture has been, our true culture has been stripped from us at some point, and now something else has been implemented. And I feel like that implementation has thrown us off so much from ourselves. It keeps us from ourselves. That, you know, instead of us doing this, we're doing this. You You know what I mean? There's so much of the finger pointing. You know, like our original culture was rooted in spirituality. It was rooted in nature. It was rooted in connection. It was rooted in family. It was rooted in these certain, you know, values that kept us together. And at some point, it was taken from us. We all know why. You know what I mean? And then all these other things came about, like especially in the last, let's just say, the last 40 years. Look at how our culture has been shaped by marketing, you know, and corporations. You know, our culture, like we define ourselves by the quality or how much we spend on certain things, materialistic things, you know, and then we're given one book and told you have to follow this one book and go to church every Sunday. Obviously, it ain't working.
Look at David Banner. David Banner said it the best. He said, if you take away, if you wipe out a computer and then install a virus, who you blame? You blame the computer or you blame the programmer?
Absolutely.
Meaning that how we was brainwashed, we lost our identity. We speaking in English. We speaking in a language that we wouldn't even speak if we wasn't colonized.
We got names that we wouldn't even have had if we wasn't colonized. You know what I
mean? Think about it. Black people can have all kinds of last names and is acceptable by society and a social construct. But if a Chinese man come up and his name is what? Patrick Murphy. That's what Malcolm X said. He said you're accepted if a black man got a white person's name. But if you see a Chinese person and his name is Patrick Murphy, you'll be questioning it. You'll be like, Patrick Murphy?
I know it's not normal. I've come across that before, and I'm like, they're like, yeah, I know.
But the crazy part, me and one of my producers was talking about this yesterday about, you know what I'm saying, like the program. They programmed us from the beginning and everything. And, you know, I was breaking down a lot of stuff to them about the churches, about, you know what I'm saying, different stuff, even about white Jesus. And we came up on something in the 50s, 60s. There was, like, I think every grandmother or great grandmother had this on their wall. They had white Jesus, they had Martin Luther King, and John F. Kennedy.
And a wooden spoon.
So you had that was them on the wall and everything when you went into a black person home in the Southern. And then so we was, I said, because they was programmed already. But I told them this. I said, your great grandmother didn't learn the lessons we learning about slavery. They didn't learn about slavery in the 40s and the 30s and the 20s because it was the program yet.
It was the program, and they were going through the Jim Crow shit. So
exactly,
you know, they were still living it, you know, but in a different way. So in the 50s and the 60s, that's when they started putting that into the school lessons. Y'all are from Africa, y'all, you know, and the roots thing like that.
We from here.
The little.
So we are African, but we from here.
Exactly.
The problem is when they say that we all came on a slave ship. No, most of us didn't. No. A lot of us did, but most of us didn't. They have record of it, and the reason why they got a good record of how many came on a slave ship because we was financial commodity, so it's easy to keep a decent record account of us. They said around 387,000. That's just the estimate. It could be more, it could be less. But when you look at the system, it was already 4 million of us already here.
Yeah.
But if it was 4 million of us right here, we already was explorers. We already was all over the place already.
Yeah.
But also look at this. I'm gonna let you go, Wendy.
No, go ahead.
Look at this. When they say they came over there in ships, like ships, a lot of people don't know ships wasn't born until the 1800s, the late 1800s. So in the 1600s, 1500s, and when the slaves was coming over, they was boats. So how can you okay, ships got engines, boats got sails.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't understand the difference between that. So you saying in 1600s and 1700s that they brung all these slaves over from Africa.
West Africa.
So you gotta look at this.
You crack that open. I like that one.
Yeah, you gotta look at this. The weather is gotta be right to go the right direction because you got sails.
Yeah.
So how can you tell me all these people came over from Africa and
most of them came to the Caribbean?
3-month journey.
Most of them came to the Caribbean. The whole thing is, now that we understand science and we understand the currents and the waves and how it brings you, if you get a sailboat right now and you go from West Coast Africa, where it was the main port for transatlantic slave, and you take a boat, the stream of it is you're going to follow the downstream and it's going to bring you near South America. So most of the people went to South America. Even Christopher Columbus, he never made it. He never made it to America. He made it to like Dominican Republic and all those areas over there. But the funny thing is, when he went there, he said, "Oh, these people got woolly hair." So when he went back to Portugal or one of those places, that Queen or whatever, he said, "Oh, not the Queen. I'm sorry." He went back to Great Britain. He said, "Oh, there's a lot of people there that look like these people with woolly hair." He said it's America's, but it wasn't America's because he didn't know where he was settled at. Like he thought he found it, but he didn't.
Yeah, he winded up and murdered all the Tainos.
And and that's why I try to tell Puerto Ricans, like, they need to understand the history too. A lot of them are not Taino Indian. What happened is Taino Indians got decimated, and when they got decimated, all that land needed to be worked on. So they imported West Africans from West Africa over there. That's why when they did a study years ago, they realized that they have a deep entrenched African blood in their system. Yeah, they didn't know that. They walking around like, I don't.
I'm not sure.
I don't got no African.
I think they found some descendants of Tainos in Jamaica. They're so close. You know, so they
got Spanish Town in Jamaica too. They got a Spanish Town in Jamaica for a reason. But here's the thing: at one point, the reason why you see everything in Africa and all the other continents, it was all one landmass, Pangea, right?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you taking it way back to when the dinosaurs was extra big. Like, now they're just little and they fly around all over the place.
Yeah.
You know, people don't. Yeah, that's a funny thing. Like, people don't correlate that dinosaurs are birds. Like, they are now. They birds. Like,
Look at turtles. Turtles can live for 200-300 years. They got a turtle right now, almost 300 years old, 290 something years old, and they don't even know if that's the oldest one. It's real big.
Oh no,
they're let you know.
Definitely. Like, you know, even what was it, the Galapagos Islands? Yeah. Where all the big huge turtles and the Komodo dragons are. Yo,
Komodo dragons will eat you real quick.
I would never mess with one of those.
Hell no.
No.
You seen them on TV? The way they eat a whole deer mad quick?
A whole deer, yeah.
Just eat it faster than an alligator.
Gobble. Gobble. Like,
they move around like this.
It was either baby lamb, and you heard the lamb still in his stomach, like.
Yeah. Oh, you saw that? You saw the same thing I saw.
He took them down. Like, this is how we just run off of the point we was into. So let's bring it back real quick to one of the things we do at Awareness Academy is we provide solutions, right?
Yeah.
So, with these things, and we can go on for days with the layers upon layers and layers of different reasons of why this is the way it is. The point is this is where we take responsibility, right? Looking at it objectively. This is what it is. Okay, how do we clean it up and move forward?
I gotta take responsibility. I gotta take responsibility for my own actions right now because I didn't turn on my air conditioning, so now I'm over here like. So if you see me like this, squinting, looking Chinese, because the sweat is getting in my eyes. Yo, God,
my bad. But so, and from Biggie said it best. He said, in order to change the world, you have to change yourself.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And coming back to taking responsibility, accountability after that, and having the courage to do so. for some reason, people are afraid that if they take accountability now, they're going to be judged. They're going to be, torn down. They're going to be shamed. So now, they run from accountability. But I feel like, there was some talks I've seen where men are afraid to be more vulnerable with women because they're afraid that it's going to get thrown back.
Oh, that's a good subject right there.
Yo, I seen that happen. Me personally, I can't say I'm one of those people that do that intentionally. It might come up in conversation like, I remember you told me this. You remember, can we work on that? You know what I mean? Let me bring this to your attention that you've told me about. But I've never been the type to use information to try to, hurt somebody's feelings. You know what I mean?
Get her.
I speak.
Get her. Get her right now. No, you know what it is?
Nah, but it is foul. People do that, and it's wrong.
The problem is that a woman wants a strong man, right? She wants a strong man, a stern man. And as a man, and I've been in this position before a long time ago, when I was a shorty, dog, when I was a knucklehead, dog, I don't know. Just being a person where you say you want to express your feelings to somebody and say, hey, listen, I'm just a little vulnerable right now. I'm not feeling my best and I'm a little messed up. She wants an alpha male. She wants a tough guy, but her definition of it is a man that's tough all the time. So when you show a sign of vulnerability, now she start looking at you like you soft. Like
a
lot of women do that though. They don't want a man to open up to them, and then when they open up to him, oh, he a softie. He's soft. Now they're gonna try to violate you.
It's hard for me to understand it because I can only see that from my perspective. As the type of woman that I am, I'm not gonna say it doesn't happen, and I'm not gonna say it ain't true because I've 100% I've seen other women do it. You know what I mean? I've seen it. But it still circles back down to, okay, even though it is a level of betrayal when somebody does that, but at the same time, even I know it's hard to do this for some, but yet challenging for some to do this. When somebody does that, it's giving you an opportunity to face that aspect of you. You know what I mean? Like really, truly take that in. Like, all right, you throwing that back in my face. All right, okay, cool. You know what I mean? And try to let it roll off your shoulders too. But it's challenging. It's challenging because it is a level.
I never went through that. Yeah. Like,
that's because he was the bad boy growing up, so he's straight.
I'm
go crazy for him.
No, I'm just saying,
all women love a bad dude.
Me and my peoples never went through that. Like, because I guess we was too street. Like, you know what I'm saying? We was in them streets for real. Like, like if you slipped up like that, you was gone. You dead. So you can't even.
I
was dabbling back and forth.
I've 100% had, especially females, try to throw something back at me. You know what I mean? Like, I had a long, like, when you know people for years and they've been in your life, almost forever. I've had where it's a female, not a loving relationship like that, but, just straight friends. And, she knew some things about me. And then let's say, I'm usually very even-tempered. You know what I mean? It takes a lot to get me to that point, but he would do shit to get me to that point. So when I would blow up, it's like, oh, you blowing up because of this in your life, da-da-da. Like, I'm like, hold up.
Yeah.
Like, don't be trying to deflect on me, like, telling me, like, oh, because I had this experience, this, that, and the third, that's going to take the attention away from your bullshit. Like, get out of here.
Real talk.
And people who also tend to use someone's reaction as being bigger than the reason why they had their reaction. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I don't like the way you reacted. You went too far. It's like, wait a minute, but what did you do for me to react? Yeah. You know what I mean? And some people don't want to take that responsibility.
That's true.
Go
ahead, Red, my bad.
No, I'm saying, you 100% right. Like, 100% right.
But back into the solutions for this. I would recommend people start reading self-development books. One of my favorite books that helps with this type of situation is called The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. That book was one of the consciousness shifters for me personally. When I first read that book, because that book teaches you these core values of, one, not taking things personally, because anything that somebody does really has nothing to do with you. You know what I mean? And the second agreement was your word. Watch how you speak. Watch what you're talking about. I mean, because your word is power. You know what I mean? So the words that you speak have power. So whether you're speaking negatively or positively for someone or yourself, you know, that has a power. The next one, the third agreement was don't make assumptions. You know, and people have a tendency to make their assumptions facts. And ooh wee. No, get your confirmation before you make assumptions. And then the fourth agreement was always do your best. And you always do your best to not take things personally. You always do your best not to make assumptions. And you always do your best to be mindful with your word. And, you know, I'm just giving you the Cliff Notes version of it. And I believe that the book is very powerful. It's a powerful book. And I think that people should definitely, you know, take a look into that book. Another good book, The Power of the Subconscious Mind. That's another good book. That book will give you a really good idea of how your mind works, how it operates. Like, just like how if you eat something, eventually it's gonna poop, right? Like, there's a certain system that your body is in, right? There's certain systems and they work certain ways, and this is with everybody across the board, right? So when it comes to your mind and understanding how your consciousness and your brain works, these things are everybody's the same way. You know what I mean? Learning what your conscious mind is, your subconscious mind. Actually, subconscious mind is up here. It sounds like when you say sub, it's below, but it's actually it's the much bigger part of you. And just understanding these certain things will give you a better idea of yourself. You know, and another really good book I would recommend to people is The Body Keeps Score by is the book next to me? I might have it. Like, I have books all over the place in there. Let me see. The Body Keeps Score. It's by what's his name? Bessel van der Kolk. I couldn't remember all that. Don't judge me.
I can't even type that.
Bessel van der Kolk. But that book, wow.
What country he's from?
I think he's Russian. Might be Russian.
Russians are smart people.
This book talks about trauma and understanding how people operate within being in trauma. You know, a lot of our traumas are basically the lens that we see through. You know, like one person's trauma, they see things this way. Another person's trauma, they see things another way. You know what I mean? And they're seeing through the trauma. You know, but these books are very, I feel like, informative and very powerful in terms of just, like I said, expanding your consciousness and helping you become more self-aware. Because, you know, like I said, we can talk all day long and bashing men and bashing women for what they do and what they don't do. But at the end of the day, how do we fix this problem? You know, and I believe it's by sharing this information. Like I was saying before in a disclaimer about myself, like it took me a long time to get where I'm at right now. But it started with the first step of just becoming self-aware and starting to read these books and do the work. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm perfectly me. But you know, in terms of, you know, not being able to be toxic in my own way. You know what I mean? Like, I have my quirks, I have my things, you know what I mean? But I work on them constantly.
What 50 Cent says, he said, I'm not a pretty nigga, but my mom think I'm handsome. Right? If anybody gonna love you, your mama gonna love you.
And real talk, I'll even go as far as saying that there's a lot of those mama wounds.
Oh shit.
And there's a lot of daddy wounds too on both sides.
It's a lot of mama boys too, boy. I'm talking about a different kind of mama boy. I'm not talking about, oh, I love my mama. No, I'm talking about they need to stay by the hip while they're in a relationship. I see some cat like that. I seen a few cats like that, and I'm like, bro, you gotta leave the nest, man. You like too old, bro. We in our 40s having a conversation about leaving the nest. You gotta move out your mom's basement, man. He said, man, it's rent free, it's beautiful. I'm like, bro, you 45. Knock it off. Cut it out, bro. I don't mean to bring it up. And he know I'm talking about it. He might look at this later, yo, Kurt, that's messed up. I said, nigga, nobody know who
you ain't say his name. So
nobody know him. I would never air him out. But he know we had a conversation earlier, and I'm like, yo, bro, really? She angry that you living here? Nigga, go. Get out of here. Beat it. I mean, yeah, you know.
Hilarious. Red, how old was you when you left the nest? Like, how old was you when you left your house? Your mom's house?
Like 15, 16.
So, all right, so you started young too. What about you?
5 years old. Nah. I was back and forth, but I would say like.
I say back and forth too,
18, 19, around 18, 19, like 20-ish.
I think the earlier you're out, the faster you mature. Like I was out at 17 and never looked back.
Yeah, exactly. But also, my parents, they taught me the value of how to live in the streets. Like they taught me budget. Like I remember when I first got my first job, I had to pay my mother money. She said, okay, you got a nice job. You here. I had to get my own telephone. I got my own telephone, my own answer machine.
Wait, did you talking about the cordless phone? Or the one with the wire?
I'm talking about the wire with the answer machine that goes, look, you got to be like, yo, this is Nappy Red, leave a beep, such and such and such. Like back then. Also, I had to pay her $200 because she said, you're not going to live in my house. Yeah, I'm washing your clothes, you eating, and you know what I'm saying? And I'm glad she did that because I'm a type of person that I can budget my money. You know what I'm saying? I can pay my bills. And you know, you got some people out there, they'll go to the club first before they pay their bills. Me, I'll pay my bills and then whatever I got left after that, I'll work with it. But you know what I'm saying? And I got to put that to my mom because my mom was on my ass. She was like, nah, you're going to learn. So, and my daughter's like that now. My daughter does the same thing. She'll pay her bills and get all her stuff together and bow. And I'm like, okay.
I just realized I got my headphones on backwards. I'm like, why something feels off? Oh, now I feel better. I'm like, yo, why? I feel like
you can hear us better now too.
Oh yeah. My right is my left is my right.
Also, another topic I remember we wanted to touch on was the congestion pricing and them trying to pausing that.
Kathy Hoko is my niggas.
Yo,
she's my niggas.
They pausing it. So I can't say it was a terrible idea, but
it's political.
Charging too damn much for it.
$15. Yo, think about it. Think about it. $15. And you can't say it's just for Jersey. Think about it. Anybody decide to travel below 60th Street, $15. They got easy pass systems all over the place. You're going to pay $15. And if you're a cab, you have to pay that too.
Yeah, I think they're wild. And like, I feel like if they're going to implement something like that, it shouldn't be no more than $5. Like, come on. Like, chill the fuck out.
Now, $5 is acceptable.
It's reasonable because some people is gonna be like, some people might not still want to pay it.
But guess how much money it says it's gonna generate? $5 million. To me, that's not big money when you're talking about Metropolitan Transit Authority that makes almost $1 billion a day. A lot of people don't even know how much money they make. They operate at almost $1 billion a day. Remember Tri-Borough Bridges and Tunnels, MTA, which is like Holland. What is it? I'm sorry. It's Brooklyn Battery Tunnel. You got Verrazano. You got the Throgs Neck Bridge. You got the Whitestone. That's all part of MTA system.
Yo, there's so many bridges not getting tolled, yo. Like, what is it? The Brooklyn Bridge is free. Manhattan Bridge is free. Queensboro Bridge is free. Who else is free? Washington. No. What else is a free bridge? Williamsburg Bridge is free.
Yeah, keep it that way, goddammit. We're gonna fight. Keep it that way.
Saying, like, I just don't understand why does the Verrazano Bridge have to be so expensive? Like, it makes sense.
And it's two-way.
How much is the Verrazano now?
I know if
you don't have an easy pass, it's $19. No, if you have an easy pass, I think it's 12 or 13.
No, this is what they did. They changed it. So now it's two-way paying.
Yeah,
you go off the alley, you gotta pay. You go on the alley, you gotta pay. Oh, that's robbery.
Get another reduction, but we shouldn't have to pay nothing.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's
like
real crazy.
If somebody that lives in Brooklyn don't have to pay to go into Manhattan, me coming from Staten Island, I shouldn't have to pay to go to Brooklyn. You know what I mean? Being that I live on Staten Island.
It's the world famous borough. It's the longest bridge in New York City. That don't matter, right? It's the longest bridge in New York City.
Whatever.
I don't give a damn. Can't even walk across the damn bridge.
Yeah.
Yo, tell me it's not to be talking about it, but tell me it's hot that they found like bombs, that's shell bombs that's at the below the bridge on Verrazano. They found military equipment right at the bottom of the bridge.
When?
Oh my God.
Do so. Pull that up.
Oh, I'm gonna see if I can
pull that up. Was this recently?
No, this is like 3 years ago or something.
Oh, okay. You over here, because I was about to say, was this another
shit, I don't even know how to spell Verrazano. Nah.
Verrazano.
Bridge.
Listen, that Verrazano Bridge got a lot of history, man. A lot of people jumped off. There might be bodies inside the bridge. You know, in the.
Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shit going on. Yeah, Staten Island got some history.
Oh, no, there's definitely history on Staten Island. You know, it's a little off topic. Part of the Underground Railroad is on Staten Island. Mm-hmm. Like Harriet Tubman was walking through these streets. I was like, really? You might have been in Park Hill.
But look.
Oh, unexplored ammunition. Oh, this is it right here. SI Live. I knew I was gonna find it. I'm like, oh shit, that's what I'm talking about.
But this was in 2010.
It said ammunition found under the Verrazano Bridge. God damn, right?
Yeah, that was 2010 though. That was man long ago.
Oh yeah.
But you gotta also remember the Revolution War and all that was fought over here too.
Oh yeah, we had a war here.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of ammunition. Cause I remember when I was little, in front of 160, it's a dirt path in front of 160. And we was digging, like I was little at the time. I'm digging up, and we found long bullets, like bullets right there. But if you do the history,
the military base was right there. The military base was right in Park Hill. It was for military personnel back in the 1950s or 40s.
Yeah, you got Fort Hamilton.
Military.
Fort Hamilton. Yeah. But this is a lot of history. Staten Island has very interesting history, but with this the congestion pricing thing being paused, great. You know, they still waste a whole bunch of money, but they might re-implement it, at another time.
Captain gonna pause it, and basically what she want to do, from what I'm hearing from other people that know her, she's trying to scrap the project altogether, but she ain't trying to really hurt them. I shouldn't even say that. Who cares? I'm a nobody. It don't matter. Basically, she's trying to alleged, absolutely. Basically, what she's trying to do is create another way to make money for MTA. But I'm gonna be honest with you, we don't need to do all that. MTA make enough money. They got 2 set of books. They need to be audited.
Allegedly.
I know, no. They got 2 set of books. It's been reported. They need to be audited. This is no alleged. They need to be audited. They make too much money. They make almost $1 billion a day.
No, just the Verrazano Bridge alone.
Makes $1 million for one toll a day.
Alone makes. Hold on, I gotta pull this up.
It makes like damn near over $1 million a day for one toll plaza.
Nah, I I think that's every 5 minutes or something.
Oh, that's sexy. Oh man, I swear, what a robbery, highway robbery. I swear.
They sticking you up with no gun or no mask,
and you can't do nothing about it. They be like, fool.
Mm-hmm. I mean, great. This is let's see. Yeah, right. 584 million per year.
That's a lot.
Like, you gonna really tell me that y'all don't have money?
Yeah, right. So, most of that money is going to their vacation homes and trips and colleges and all that other crazy
private stuff. Private planes and shit. You know,
yeah. Also, it's going for, not trying to get off the subject. Allegedly, it's going for a moon base.
Yeah, that's the other thing they over here. So there's already bases on the moon. They're just not human bases.
Exactly.
You know, that's a whole.
Like they like this.
Story.
Look,
they
like
make
this.
Wow. Guess how much they make? They make It says they make upwards of $417 million a year. That was in 2017. It's more than that now. That's how much the Verizon.
So the bridge says on average 1.6 million per day. Really? That's it?
Woo, that's sexy, though.
584 million a year.
Wow.
And that's just Wikipedia. And that's saying if they chose $8 as the average. That's not the average.
Nah, it's not.
You know, it's funny how they don't use the actual total amount because they want to be slick and not tell you the real amount because they don't want to tell you what it really is. Like, come on.
The bridge was supposed to be free for Staten Islanders. When they first built the bridge, that's what they proposed, that it was going to be free for Staten Islanders. Mm-hmm. And I've even heard that because of that bridge is why Staten Island got so bad. It's because people from the
I heard that over 20 years ago when I was living in Staten Island.
But
I heard that.
I heard that bridge because I used to fish down there by the Bay Street. And this white dude, Irish white dude, said they built that bridge and all the guineas came over. I was like, what? It was like all the guineas came over and messed up Staten Island. I was like, why? Because it was mostly Irish in Staten Island.
And African American and colored
African Americans was here first.
Absolutely. Well, Native Americans and then Then because all the free enslaved people came to Staten Island.
That's
okay. So
with Native Americans being here first.
Yeah.
That's question.
I'm not trying to get off the subject or nothing. Yeah, but do you consider yourself African American?
I consider myself black. I just so happen to got descendants from Africa in my bloodstream. But I also got Caucasian in my bloodstream too.
I have all that. Listen,
I got Caucasian in there. I got Italian in my bloodstream too.
My ethnicity is human.
That sounds better.
No, when I'm not even gonna lie. I'm dead.
I don't see color. No,
when I get
that sounds crazy, right?
Applications and it asks for race, I put human.
Okay.
I write human on mine. Like I'm of the human race. Like that's my human.
Yeah. That's a fact.
I do that all the time. Human.
I don't like the word African American because nobody go around and say white American
or Chinese American.
Chinese American. They just say American.
But the whole thing, we are not African American.
Nah, that was coined by Jesse Jackson.
Jesse Jackson, Jesse Jackson, that guy, gentleman, good guy. Jesse Jackson was an awesome man.
Yeah. Okay.
Allegedly.
Nah, Jesse Jackson was a traitor. Jesse Jackson was a plant. Jesse, he's a plant.
Money to help our podcast. Jesse, you are amazing. Thumbs up to you, buddy.
Allegedly my ass.
We gotta tell the truth on here, right? We Awareness Academy, right? We're supposed to be educating people. We gotta tell how it is.
And plus, that's my opinion. So if y'all love Jesse Jackson, hey, whatever. But I think
hold on, Reverend Jesse Jackson.
Just like Reverend Al Sharpton, he done flipped
Oh, he's a federal agent. He said it himself in the interview. This ain't alleged. He said that he is a federal, like something dealing with the federal foreman, something like that. I might be mixing it up, but he said something to that magnitude in the interview. And you can't take it back, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I have a problem with Jesse Jackson, because this is rumors. I'm gonna say alleged for protection. He knew Dr. King, something was gonna happen to Dr. King during that time, and that's why he dipped.
Exactly.
He knew.
Yeah.
I think Dr. King kind of knew it himself, and I think he just tired of running. You know, when you so scared to lose your life, because, and no, matter of fact, let me get to another point. Let me switch it up real quick. Let me clean it up. I don't want to put all that scary, that sad stuff out there. I want to say this: how the hell people always say be like Dr. King and they killed him and gave him a holiday? You ever notice that? Why you can't be like Dr. King? Look what y'all did to Dr. King!
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all body him. Why would it be like somebody that got murdered? That doesn't make sense.
Point.
So I think at this time, being that we have so much technology, if multiple people stood up, I mean like hundreds of people stood up and been like in the sense of Dr. King, where they're trying to be progressive and bring people together. I think if it was multiple people doing it, it'd be harder to take it down. Usually we have one person that we follow, and now once they're no longer there, now we're all falling apart. You know what I mean?
But that's what they try to do. Whatever leader, because a lot of people don't understand, when Martin Luther King was with the civil rights movement and everything, and he found out that this wasn't for us, and he's trying to preach, like, listen, this civil rights and segregation ain't for us. They had to let him go. They said, okay, we got to kill his ass.
Well, they didn't touch Dr. King until he started talking about finances and
that's it. Once you start talking about that bread, it changed the game.
Once he had that speech, it was over.
That poor man protest, he was not trying to
about white kids and black kids having, being friends and all that stuff, and nobody bothered him. But as soon as he talked about we need to get power of our money, bang, bang, boom, boom.
He said, let's go get our check. He said, let's go get our check.
It's my money, and I want it now.
And look at Fred Hampton. Think about it. Even the Black Panthers, the leader of Black Panthers, Fred Hampton, which I'm related to. Not that that means anything, but, I feel good that I'm related to Fred Hampton. But Fred Hampton, basically, he was talking all that Black Panthers, black this and black that. Guess what? He got the white, some of them look, what they call them, rednecks. He had them. They all work together. You know why? Because when you look at the situation, they want us to fight each other, but at the end of the day, we all poor. You could barely pay your bills. You got situations on your end. I got situations on my end. So you realize that we both got a lot in common than we thought. We fighting each other because that's what they want, as a fight over colors. While they sit back and laugh at us. You know what I'm saying? And they had to tell you
one thing. That whole culture thing that I was talking about.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you one thing. Like the Ku Klux Klans.
Yeah.
They think the Ku Klux Klans was against black people. Yeah. But if you do your history and look, they wasn't against black people, because Ku Klux Klans was poor white trash people.
And there was still lies to saying that black people was taking up all the resources.
If you really go into the history and talk to your elders, they'll let you know.
I gotta look into that one.
I'm gonna join them.
That
also brings it into the Masons too.
Yeah. But
Masons, there's good Masons and there's bad Masons.
Bad Masons, but it's programmed. We've been programmed since kindergarten.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's what I'm talking about with that whole, how society has shaped our culture. That's why everybody's so off, because they over here trying to fit into this mold, and you missing out on the mold of greatness that you were created from. Like,
our life is a multi-choice. It's a multi.
But look,
basically they give you the choices you make. So you think you make the options, but you're not.
Allegedly,
I'm putting that out there, point blank.
Alleged.
America is the only place that will program you to think what they want to think. If you go to these,
I think South Korea might top that though.
No. If you go to these other countries, you will see a whole different. Like I tell people this: if you go to other countries and just see their culture, you will see different. Like what America is telling you, they're telling you, don't go to such and such country because they're gonna kidnap Americans. Allegedly, they're kidnapping white Americans, not black Americans. So
they're not trying to practice because they
listen, there's so many people nowadays that's out there traveling and they putting up the videos of their experiences. And you know, I've seen some where they say black people shouldn't go to certain countries because there's still heavy racism out there. You know, but it's still very healthy to travel and see.
Alabama's wild though.
Step out, there's people that never left New York City before.
There's people that never left Staten Island.
I was just about to say that, never even left Staten Island before. Like, the boat is free. Like you could walk around Manhattan. You can walk to Brooklyn.
Yo, why they had somebody scamming the tourists that was coming over saying we're gonna charge
you gotta pay for the boat.
I'm dizzy. The last time they charged for the boat was what, 50 cents a pop. Remember that? 50 cents back in the day?
I remember it was 25 cents.
It was 25 cents, yep. And it had a
turnstile.
turnstile.
Damn, you go way back. I remember it was 50 cents. And then they got
I remember the ferry terminal with all the pigeons all up in it. Forcing bees.
And they shit on your damn shoulder.
Shine used to walk around the boat. Shine.
Oh, shoe shine guy. He was a legend. He shot my shoes. Let me tell you something. I had an interview going to Manhattan. He shot my shoes for free. He said, "Yo," he said, I got you. He said, "I got you. You got me next time, right?" I was like, "Yeah, I got you next time." Next time came, and when I got my shoes shine again, because I was working in Manhattan, he said, "Nah, just pay me for it this time." He really looked out. I got the job because of him, because my shoes was ashy. And I was like, I wonder if I'm going to run into the shoe shine guy. And guess what? Shine! Shoe shine! And they're like, yo, I was like, hey, what's up,
he
man?
He did mine once.
I
had a pair of leather boots on. He did my boots for me once. I was happy. I could say I had my shoes shined by the shoe shine guy. By Shine. That's his name, is Shine. Anybody from the store now know Shine.
See, look, he didn't shine my shoes because I had Wallabies or Timbs on, so I wasn't letting
he did my Wallabies good. My leather Wallabies, he killed it. Man, Wallabies was leaning to the side. They was all messed up. He shined them up. They was cute leaning to the side after he shined them up, though. I hate that with the Wallabies. People want to wear it once the one they become uneven. It depends on how you walk in. Me, I walk like this.
First hit, and they just became mad big. Like, he was like, oh, the Wallabies.
Yeah. But look.
What about the
Wallabies in 88, 87?
Yeah.
Yeah, like we was wearing the silk shirts with the gabardine splits, going to Latin quarters.
You're speaking a different language.
We was out there.
Oh, you said Latin quarters?
Latin quarters.
Latin quarters been out for it's so many people, and I don't want.
No. Look, I'm gonna tell you the fun.
People lost their life at Latin quarters, or got shot at.
It was crazy. But look,
that was definitely before my time because
Latin quarters.
I know was
for a long. They had a long run.
Latin quarters was.
I can't remember. Where was Latin quarters at?
That's over there near Port Richmond. Oh, you talking about Latin quarters in Manhattan?
No, I'm talking about Latin quarters.
Port Richmond.
No, Manhattan. I ain't talking about that Latin quarters. I'm talking about the Latin quarters in Manhattan where Brooklyn's in the house.
Oh, okay. I don't know about that. I only know about the tunnel. The tunnel was popping. I was in the tunnel.
That was the other one.
I used to get in trouble with it. But shorty, hey, you're not even 21, man. You gotta go. You're gonna get me in trouble. I was like, come on, man. I want to still shopping here. Have fun.
Before we go, I want to throw this question out there. What is your bucket list before you leave this earth? What you want to do before you before you go?
I definitely want to go skydiving.
Oh, that's fun.
I want to go skydiving like at least once. I really would like to experience that. Like,
do it 2 times. The reason why, because the first time, if you never did it before, they want you to somebody strap a structure to strap, which is
you can't jump by yourself.
I don't want to say that word.
Nah, you got to do at least 4 or 5 jumps before you can jump by yourself.
That's the part that's.
No, you heard Redman is a skydiver.
Yeah.
He's a professional skydiver, yo. That's freaking dope, yo. When I seen that, I was like, yeah, that's what's up.
When I used to work at Easy Pass, it was this Filipino dude. I'm not gonna say his name. He had money, he had bread. He was like, yo, you wanna go skydiving? I'm like, what? He said, yeah, my family got like a skydiving company. So I'm like, whatever, yeah.
That's dope.
But when I got up there, I was acting like a little chicken. He said, you know what? I thought you was gonna jump by yourself because I thought you was gangster, but you're not gangster. You say you're from the hood, but you're not from the hood. Because I said, I'm from the hood. He said, you ain't from the hood. You scared to jump out? I said, yeah, I'm scared to jump out. He said,
motherfuckers from the hood is scared to jump out of a plane.
Yo, let me tell you something. They pushed me out the plane and I was screaming like a little girl the whole time. And Jay jumped right next to me and looked at me going down while I'm like this. He's like, get yourself together. And I'm like this. I don't know what to do. And he said when the watch vibrate, that means you got to deploy your parachute. The watch vibrate lets you know that your altitude is there where you got to deploy it.
Pull the thingy.
Now, after that, I did it 100 times afterwards because I was going with him. But it was 200 times. They do it in Newark, New Jersey. You can go right now. They got a sky. You can do skydive right here in Newark, right here.
Don't put no idea.
I ain't doing that. Nah.
Parachute all messed up.
All right, so
look.
What's on your bucket list, Red?
Look, I'd rather get into a shootout than jump out of fucking damn plane. Like that. I'm not doing all that.
Yeah, he said get in a shootout.
He said I ain't doing all that shit.
Yeah, I'm not doing all that. Yeah, at least when I get into that, I can scramble and get away or something. If you in that air and you coming down and that parachute don't open, who you grabbing onto?
Nobody, nothing.
Nah, I'm not doing it. Yeah, but
it's safe to say that the parachutes are automatic now. If that means anything, they automatically open up if you don't open up the parachute yourself. That helps.
Nah, see, I'm not doing that.
Oh, wait. So what's on your bucket list, Red? What's on your?
My bucket list is this. Go back to my community and try to help as much kids I can before I go.
Okay.
Basically that, like you know what I'm saying, trade, like give them another option, because I've been in the streets, I know the streets, and I know where it leads to. If I can get them to do a trade and get their family out of the hood, that's my bucket list right there. Like everything I already did. So.
Okay. I mean, I definitely want to travel more too. That's definitely part of my bucket list.
Yeah, I did that already.
I definitely got to touch them pyramids in Egypt. You know, which I'm definitely gonna do.
Oh, I can't wait for you. You gotta have mad pictures, man. You gonna ride a camel too?
Of course.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
It's gonna happen, Papa. It's gonna happen. I ain't even gonna say when. I want the world to know. Yeah, y'all.
They know when you come back. Oh, I had a great time.
Yeah, exactly.
But look. When you do that, I need to know that because that's the last thing I want to do before I go.
I can send you the info on that right now.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, send that because, yeah.
You could do it next year. You could definitely do it next summer when it's hot as fuck out there.
And they got nice beaches too. Just like here, when you go to those Caribbean islands, you have a good time.
I ain't going no beach out there.
Yeah, you can go to the beach right there on South Beach.
Word, I'm going out there. I want to touch pyramids and feel the ground and touch the sand and
that's
this
a fact.
Is the motherland. Like I want to experience. Yeah, that's that. But I would like to go to a few countries in Africa. Like there's a lot of beautiful countries out there, and I'd love to see them. Like I know Tanzania is beautiful. Wow, Tanzania. I've seen pictures of parts of Tanzania, and it's amazing. And Ivory Coast and South Africa. Like there's so many places out there to go. I'd love to just travel around.
I also want to go to the Red Sea because that's where I'm red. I want to go to that Red Sea.
Oh
and
shit!
Sit there.
Take a picture of it.
Yes.
I wouldn't mind hitting up Italy. Not for nothing. I mean, I probably would be more inclined to doing a cruise, but Alaska. I would like to.
Everybody talking about this Alaska cruise. I'm talking about everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, that cruise is sexy. I seen some video of it. It's like it's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. Like
everybody talking about the Alaska cruise. Wow.
And you seeing these glaciers and stuff, and yeah, like that's another type.
That's the iceberg hit the damn cruise ship. And we got a problem. Iceberg did it.
Damn. He's stupid. Well, listen, we could be on here all night long, but as usual, everybody out there, please hit us up if you have any questions or anything you want us to talk about. Remember, anything that we spoke about is for educational purposes only. Do not try this at home. However, please do go pick up some of those books that I've mentioned. Real quick, I mentioned them again. 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. Power to Subconscious Mind. I can't remember the author right now. And The Body Keeps Score. Those are just 3 good books to help get you on the journey of self-awareness, emotional intelligence, and, getting you on your way to healing, because, it's all about you at the end of the day. So, again, I'm your girl, Wendy Zizzo. I'm here with Kirk the Jerk, Nappy Red, and we're Awareness Academy 411. Here with wrapping up another time with you guys.
Also, I want to say before we go, if y'all got any comments, please put them comments in. So you know what I'm saying, we can answer when we come on next Friday. We can definitely answer your questions about different stuff that we talked about, and you know what I'm saying. So we can educate you, give you the 411 on it.
Yeah, definitely. Y'all can pick my brain all you want.
And we definitely gonna start having people come online and talk to us. They don't have to necessarily talk to us through virtue. They can talk to us on the phone. Like, we're gonna have a phone line. You can call up and we could talk to you and stuff like that. We have our own phone line. Awareness Academy got their own line, so y'all can call, talk. If y'all want to communicate, say some crazy stuff. It's all for entertainment purposes. We enjoy it. We welcome it. But be nice.
Be nice. Behave.
All right.
Okay.
Peace, everybody.
Everybody. Hold on, Red.
Red got something else?
I want to say, when I came out to Staten Island last weekend, it was lovely chatting up with y'all, eating with y'all, and
absolutely.
with y'all. I love that. So we'll be doing that a little more often. Also, I also want to do a podcast out there on Staten Island.
For sure. Yeah.
So I definitely want to do that.
100%. We're definitely going to do that.
I want to say salute y'all. I definitely like that.
Yeah, that's dope. I definitely looking forward to that. So we definitely got to arrange that, because it was fun. It was definitely
fun. Excellent.
Yes, it was. Also, we might just bring somebody on too. We might bring somebody on while we out there doing it. We might bring a guest on. So
maybe a couple guests. We'll see. Absolutely. But everybody, thank you for watching. We appreciate y'all. We appreciate your input. We appreciate your comments, your likes, your shares. Subscribe to us on YouTube, Awareness Academy 411. And just continue following us and supporting. Spread the word. We're here to show the love and spread the love. And that's what we do.